Welcome to another episode of the Gallivant Gals podcast. I'm Natalie.
And I'm Angelica. Welcome to our very first episode of the Gallivant Gossip. So, what's the 411? What's the hot gossip, you ask? We have a lot to cover.
So
Disney has dropped so much this week. My little brain cannot even comprehend. Universal has made some incredible announcements. So, we are going to cover all the things as quickly and as efficiently and as
organized.
Organized.
Makes sense.
And with minimal squirrelage as possible, if that's even possible. So let's get into it.
Yes.
All right. Hit us, Natalie. What are we starting with?
So Disney threw a big bomb. I did not see it coming. Did you see this coming? I think so. I'm not threatening.
We're not on an airplane. It's fine.
It's fine. Well, were you expecting this announcement?
Let's just say this was not on my 2024 bingo card. Okay.
No, I never expected it.
Especially after all of the changes that we just went through.
Yes.
Let's roll out a whole nother system. Okay. So
yes.
Tell us what that what that B word is, Natalie.
So they came out with, it's called Lightning Lane Premier Pass. And how do you even describe this? So you get...
I have some thoughts.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I have mixed feelings about it. Okay. I have definitely mixed feelings about it. So the Lightning Lane Premier Pass, you can only reserve it at Disney World if you're staying at a deluxe resort. And what this allows you is you can ride each ride at the park one time. It comes with a hefty price tag. And at first when I saw it,
that is the understatement of the century. They didn't know hefty price tag. Okay.
But when I first saw, I did not think it was that bad. I was like, because I saw $129 to $400.
Okay, yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah, I saw that too, and I was like, oh well, because everybody was making it out to be this $449, that's what the full price tag was.
Yeah.
So at first I was like, well,
that's peak season.
Yeah, and you get 4 parks with Disney. Nay, Disney said. Nay, you don't get 4 parks with the Disney World version.
So let's break it down. Disney World first, okay?
Okay.
So Disney World first. So you can use this without having to book times to show up to rides. You can do that at Disneyland. You can do that at Disney World. At Disney World, it only works at one theme park. Just one. So you can't park hop with this. So that
let me tell you,
made me a little upset. Because when I first saw it, I was like, that's not that bad. But you can't smudge
my glasses. I done hit myself in the face because I'm just like, what are they thinking?
I know.
Okay, so Natalie and we have reserved talking about this amongst each other because we wanted to have our reactions genuine. I have so many thoughts. So many. First of all, Disney, what are you doing? Okay, listen, I'm a diehard. I'm gonna still go to the parks. Is this something I will ever purchase? I'm gonna go with nah. Because you get one park, and that price is not for your entire party. That is per person per day.
Well, since you mentioned price, let's go to price. I was not thinking it was that bad when I first saw it. But then I found where the prices are breakdown. So Magic Kingdom, it's going to run you Magic Kingdom $329 at the lowest to $449 per person per day if you do this. So this is for a very specific clientele. This is for people that are willing to pay these prices. And Disney's not stupid. There are people that are going to
Oh,
pay these prices.
100%. So I have clients staying at a deluxe resort around Christmas time. And originally, she thought it was much like the Universal Express Pass when you stay at a premier resort.
Oh, yeah.
She did not realize that there was a cost associated with this per person per day. Okay. So not to jump ahead, but let's talk about how
Well,
Universal does their
let's finish price.
program.
Let me finish
Okay, we'll
pricing.
finish
Let me finish
pricing.
pricing. So Magic Kingdom was the most. Animal Kingdom was $129 to $199. Epcot is $169 to $249, and Disney's Hollywood Studios is $269 to $349. There's only 2 parks that I would ever think about buying this for.
Magic and Hollywood.
And Hollywood. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would
Well, there's
never
more
purchase
attractions. There's more
it.
attractions
Yes.
at each park. However, do you know, and read the fine print, it says for select attractions.
So I wonder if the
I bet you
lightning
Tiana's
lane.
it probably follows the same procedure. And this is speculation because I
Yes.
have not confirmed this because they haven't come out with what
A
rides
full ride
are
list.
included. So again, this is just pure speculation at this point. But my best guess, based on how the new system works and how the old system works, you are going to be excluded, or certain rides are going to be excluded from your purchase. And that usually includes Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. I'm sure it will include Tiana's Bayou Adventure and Tron in Magic Kingdom. It will most likely exclude Slinky Dog Dash and Rise of the Resistance in Hollywood are my best guesses. It might just be Rise because Rise is no longer a virtual queue, but there is always an exempt ride per park. Always.
I would,
just like Flight of Passage
yes.
and Animal Kingdom.
I would hope. I hope that it doesn't. And I should have done the math to see how much that would cost per ride, like breaking it down that way.
That's my thing is like, okay, I don't mind picking a time frame, especially now with the new system that just rolled out where you can book it in advance if you're staying at a Walt Disney World resort. You can book it 7 days in advance. And
yes.
So why on earth, unless you just want the luxury of like just going all willy-nilly into the parks and not having to have a time frame, like I don't mind scheduling it. But I thought $39 was a steep price tag per person. I ain't gonna bat an eye at that. And maybe that's the marketing portion that comes into play with Disney. For me, it felt like a money grab. And like,
and again, it is.
Again, listen, Disney has my heart. I love Disney. This is not going to prohibit me from going to Disney. However, I really feel like that you would get more bang for your buck with a VIP tour than you would purchase, because let's break it down. Okay, let's say for a party of 5, which is what my family would be. Okay, let's go with roughly $300 for, you said Hollywood Studios. Okay, that's our favorite park, so I'm just going to go with that.
Okay.
$300
I think
per person.
Hollywood Studios, you said it started was like at $269.
That's where it started. And then what was the maximum for Hollywood
$350.
Studios? So I'm gonna go with $300 because normally when we go, it's during peak time. So this is just an off the cuff guesstimate. So for our family of 5, we're gonna go with $300 because math ain't my strong suit, and I know how to multiply 5 times 3. Okay, that's 15. So that's $1,500 for one day, and that does not include the purchase of your park ticket.
No, but if you did a VIP tour, your cheapest VIP tour would be $3,150.
Right.
So it'd be double. Double.
But let's say it was my family and your family splitting a VIP tour.
Yeah, we could split it. Yes. And we could do whatever we wanted.
And I get multiple parks.
Yes. True. That is true.
So, listen, I got a feeling that VIP tours are going to skyrocket.
I think they are.
I'm calling it now.
the VIP tours sell out. Like,
already.
they already sell out.
Well,
and people think that's crazy.
And you're not limited to a VIP. Like, it's not like you have to stay at a deluxe resort in order to book a VIP tour. But in order to make access of this pass, you have to be staying at a deluxe resort.
So,
listen, we was balling on a budget last time, but we did stay at a deluxe resort. But I can tell you right now, we were still very money conscious. We were on the dining plan. I mean, I still looked at every dollar that I spent, and not because I didn't have it to spend. It's just this seems very frivolous to me.
That's why this is for that certain
niche
clientele.
Yep.
It is for the certain clientele. And honestly, if it was someone's once in a lifetime trip and they wanted to splurge on 1 or 2 days, then, I'd say do it at Hollywood Studios. Magic Kingdom has so many rides that the lines aren't as long. Hollywood Studios are just think about this.
We already have experienced, you and I have, long wait times and even a lightning lane line. Okay. So you're going to now continuously back up that lightning lane line with people randomly redeeming because now they're not allotted a time slot.
I just had a thought though. Ever since the whole DAS reconfiguration, lightning lanes have gone way down. So anyways, and it's limited. It'll sell out. So I don't think it, and not every deluxe person is going to snatch this up.
And listen, I am not knocking if this is something that you're excited about or this is something you want to do. Obviously, owning a travel agency, we're going to be able to book any and all of it. However, for me personally, I cannot justify the cost being a family of 5 and only getting one ride redemption. Per park. Like that just does not seem. Because my kids want to ride Seven Doors Mine Train back to back to back to back,
but
and so
you never can. The line's too long. You can only get a one lightning lane. The only time you can do that is if you pay to do an after hours event, or if you do a Christmas or Halloween party.
I was gonna say, when we did the Halloween party, it was a low wait, but that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. And I'm just like, this was a lot for Disney to drop. I feel like I have lots of thoughts on it.
I totally understand. Now, also at Disneyland, you can park hop with it. You can go to both parks.
Shut up! I didn't know that.
Yep, Disneyland. It says works at multiple theme parks, Disneyland, and it has a thumbs up. Works at single theme park, Disney World, 1 thumbs up. Also, at Disneyland, it includes all of your photos. So at Disneyland,
it includes your photos?
Only at Disneyland, it includes all your photos.
What is Disney World doing?
At Disney World, it only includes your attraction photos.
Oh, well, okay, that makes okay. What you already get though, you already get the lightning lane.
Yes,
plus. Or multi-pass.
So with the multi-pass.
Listen, if they don't quit changing this
and at Disneyland, all guests with valid theme park admission and theme park reservation can book this. At Disney World, it's only for deluxe.
Well, I will say Disneyland has a significantly smaller amount of resorts. They have...
Oh, they only have 3.
Yeah, I was going to say, Walt Disney World, we have a lot more parks, much larger parks. So I get that it's available for everybody there just because the parks are smaller, less resorts, etc. However, do I think that they should have limited it just to the deluxe resorts? No, but I think it could have been like moderate and deluxe.
This is also a trial period. This is a pilot program is what it's called. So that could change.
I see. I missed that.
Yes. This is a pilot. I just have a screenshot. I don't have the thing. But it said pilot, Lightning Lane Premier Plus. So that could change.
Disneyland Paris has had this for a while. And it's a very successful program at Disneyland Paris. Now, I don't know if any other of the parks over there when I say over there, I mean like Europe, Asia, etc. I don't know if any of them other than Disneyland Paris utilize it. Hong Kong Disneyland or Tokyo, like Disneyland Sea or whatever it's called. Like I don't think any of them have anything like this in place.
I don't
At least not that I've
know.
heard. But
Yeah.
I do know that Disneyland Paris has this lightning, and it's called the exact same thing, the Lightning Lane Premier Pass at Disneyland
Yeah.
Paris. So, and I mean, it's gotten a lot of really good feedback. But again, I don't know
Yeah.
what the price tag is for there. So it might be something we need to look into just because, like, if they want suggestions in their suggestion box, I have a lot of them. That's all I'm saying.
Well, start writing those emails. Well, want to compare it to Universal?
Yes, I absolutely do. I've been waiting for you to ask.
So there are actually 2 express passes at Universal.
Yes.
There's the unlimited express pass that allows you to ride any ride however many times you want. And then
Except for
there's
Hagrid's.
except for Hagrid's, that is correct.
Yeah.
And then there's the Universal Express Pass that allows you to ride each ride one time.
It's very much like the
Disney, premiere.
Yeah.
Yes. But yes.
So, and that's what my client was asking, about, because they're staying at Saratoga Springs in December. And Saratoga Springs is a deluxe resort, which I know but just for everybody else out there.
Yes.
Saratoga Springs is a deluxe resort, and it's a DVC resort, which I think all the deluxe resorts are DVC resorts.
Yes,
and that's Disney Vacation Club. So, but with Universal, anytime you stay at one of their Premier, which is like their top level, so you've got Premier and Deluxe. So Disney is Deluxe, Premier is for Universal. So their Premier tier is the Universal Express Pass Unlimited is included with your stay at any of the Premier resorts, which is going to be Portofino Bay, Hard Rock, and Pacific Royal. And so those are the 3 that Universal has. So we have stayed at Portofino Bay, and we got the Unlimited Express Pass. And honestly, I love the Express Pass for Universal. When I tell you it's like front of the line access, like, I mean, I feel like every ride minus Velocicoaster, like just the one time, was a walk on.
Yeah.
So, it was, we utilized the heck out of that with the Express Pass. And I feel like that you get so much more bang for your buck with the Express Pass at Universal, even just purchasing it outside of the Premier resorts. So I think Universal's starts at, do you have the figure for Universal?
I need to find out exactly what it starts at, but
because
like
the last
I
time I
was
checked,
just
it was
looking.
$199 is where it started.
It's lower than that.
Is it? Okay.
So the regular, like if I were to get the regular Express Pass for like November, I think I was looking at November 7th is the cheapest I found. It was $133 for the regular Express Pass, not the unlimited.
What about the unlimited?
The unlimited was $165. Now, these are based on
dates.
It's based on dates, but it's also based on the more people book it, the more expensive it gets. So availability.
So it's not a locked in rate with Universal. And so, I had a client price it out one time. When they looked the first time, it was a certain price, and he waited.
Yeah.
Like I think like not even a week. It might have been like 5 or 6 days, and it went up like $75 per person.
Oh yeah. So I looked at Christmas too. Okay, so Christmas for the regular Express Pass, one ride
redemption, yeah.
$319 was for that. For the unlimited, it was $351. Now,
but even that is cheaper than Disney.
It is cheaper than Disney. But I will say,
at Cabana Bay.
Yes, if you're paying for it. Yeah. Now, if you stayed at Deluxe,
or Premier,
Universal, Yes, the Premier. And in fact, they changed it. It's not even Premier anymore. We need
What
to
is
get
it?
the new terminology. I'd have to look it up. It's like Superior, or I'd have
Listen,
to look
it
it
took
up.
me forever to remember what
I know.
Universal was. They can't go
Yes.
changing it on me. When did
Yeah.
this change go into effect? Because you would think that on a travel agency, I would have been.
There's a new training program we need to do.
Oh, well, I haven't done my
It's
2024 or my 2025 yet, whatever it is. Whatever year we're going into.
it's I think it's Superior. Is it Superior? And also
I don't like that word. That's a negative
they
word.
they moved Sapphire Falls into that category, but you do
Oh,
not get,
good.
yeah, but you don't get the unlimited. You still only get the unlimited express pass with the 3. Yeah, I know.
Okay, because
But
I love Sapphire Falls. I love it.
yes, me
Like
too.
that's probably my favorite Universal, and that's a
Oh,
whole nother podcast
yes.
for a whole nother day. But Natalie and I have stayed there, and we loved it.
I
Like it's
love
almost,
that
it reminds
resort.
me a lot of Coronado Springs Tower rooms, where you feel like you're in a deluxe resort,
Yes.
but you're not at a deluxe resort.
But now
So,
you are with Sapphire Falls. It is
but you don't get the
considered, but
perks of it.
you don't get the perks of it. Um, but I was looking at hotel rates. I will say you can
As
get better prices on hotel because Disney has more of a selection of deluxe
right.
resorts. I mean, you can get a room. I mean, I was looking in November, first weekend of November, for like 300 and something dollars. You could stay at a deluxe right now with a deal that's going on. Yes, I took
Oh, one
screenshots.
of the deals.
No,
Okay.
it is a deal, but you can. Where Universal's, theirs are a whole lot more. Like
Yeah.
they're
Significantly more.
like 750 to 800.
But still, like, now I will say, depending on which resort you choose, I know
Yes.
if you do any of the monorail resorts, you're looking
Oh,
over $1,000 a night.
it's like 700. You could
The
do like
cheap the
700.
cheapest I could find for December
Oh,
was
well,
I was gonna say, because I just priced it for my clients. I think the cheapest I could find for December, Grand Floridian was like 1,200. Um, and then that was for a garden view, and then theme park view was way more. But even a standard room at the Contemporary was like 979, I think.
yeah.
So,
But that's December. Like,
yeah, it's peak season.
yes.
But I feel like that also plays a factor into, because again, this program is going to be rolled out by then. If you're looking at peak season prices for hotels, you can expect peak season prices for this
This pass.
the Premier
Pass. Yeah.
Lightning Lane Premier Plus or Premier Pass or whatever it is. You can expect peak season pricing for that. And so that's going to play a huge factor for a lot of people, because it's not included like it would be with Universal.
Yes. And honestly, Universal also, they know people do this and they almost encourage it. Like,
One
you
night
can get a
stay, you can get a two.
throwaway room.
Yep.
They call it a throwaway room. You
Oh,
don't even
yeah,
have
I
to
forgot
sleep
about that.
there.
I forgot all about that. Explain to them what
You,
a throwaway room is,
okay,
Nat.
throwaway room. You could stay at Cabana Bay. We love Cabana Bay. Great resort. Affordable. It's a great resort,
Oh
but
my
it's a
gosh,
value.
I have to mention this to my clients, because
So,
yeah,
yes, instead of
yeah.
doing, anyways, you can get a room at, pick the cheapest one. It's usually Royal Pacific is the cheaper one. And all you have to do is check in, because your room key is what is used for your unlimited express pass. So all you have to do is check in, get your room key. You don't even have to sleep there. And you get the benefits of the day you check in and the day you check out. So for 2 days, you can get these benefits. Oh,
You
birthday
can get these
balloons?
benefits for 2 days. That was perfect timing. I feel like
Yes.
it got excited.
So, and Disney, not Disney, Universal knows people do this. Now, I
Yes,
wouldn't announce that I'm doing this when I check in, but
but
they
it's
know what people
cheaper.
do this.
It's because your entire party is included with Universal versus
And you can
paying per
have,
person.
yes. And you can have 5 people in those rooms.
Yes, because there is a fifth sleeper.
Yes, you may have to pay the $30 for the rollaway that you're not going to sleep in,
it was
but
$35 for the rollaway.
Totally worth it though.
Absolutely.
Totally worth it.
And so like I have clients that are going around Thanksgiving, and honestly, I had forgotten I had mentioned them about just staying, like one night or whatever. I was like, if you guys are adventurous enough for a split stay, but I forgot that you don't have to stay there. It's going to be cheaper for them probably to do something like that versus, so hashtag travel hack.
Yes. Yeah.
You heard it here first.
And they know people do it. So yeah.
Listen, they don't care because
no, they talked about it in a training.
Yeah. Like literally in our, what is it? Like universal partner community training. Like they literally talk about it. I had forgotten all about it.
Well, I'm happy we brought it up.
Me too. So we'll talk more about that on another podcast. But you heard the hot goss here.
So, there's a whole lot to it, and I don't know. Maybe one day we'll splurge and we'll do it, and we'll try it out
for science. We'll see. We'll try it for
research purposes.
But I'm telling you right now, we're not doing it at Magic Kingdom.
No, I'm not doing it.
Because I honestly don't feel like it would be worth it at Magic Kingdom because there's so many rides.
Now, for little kids, it would be totally worth it for little kids there.
I will say this. So I have a son who has special needs. Okay. So he would qualify for the DAS pass. However, my oldest daughter also, she is ADHD and autistic, but waiting in line does not, very functioning. Yeah. Waiting in line does not bother her. So I will say, if you do have someone who has, accessibility needs or disability needs, like with me and my heart condition or things like that, I don't qualify for Disney's DAS pass anymore. But if I needed a service such as this, where, I'm with my kids, we're going to be riding tons of rides or whatever, I feel like this would be a great program to utilize just because I'm not limited to a time redemption. Yeah. And so, honestly, that's something I just kind of thought about was, having, my kids or me or whatever, in a park like Magic Kingdom where I'm going with the intention to specifically ride rides, that this would be a great program.
There's just price, so many rides at Magic.
The price tag I don't love. But again, if this is something that a family needs to utilize for a child or an adult who does not qualify under the new DAS pass system, this may be something, if you don't want the time slots or the restrictions, this may be something for you to utilize. So
yeah. And if you're staying at a deluxe.
That too.
But I'm really curious to see what will change as it goes on. Like they may open it up to all Disney guests, it's just a because people program. Aren't selling it. But maybe people won't buy it, and now, so then they open it up.
For our travel besties out there, is this commissionable?
Oh, I don't think so.
Because
the other one, not Genie, whatever it's called now, Multipass is not.
But from my understanding, and this may just be at Disneyland, this can be booked into a package.
I don't know if it can at Disney World. It says you can book it 7 days in advance.
Okay, so it must just be Disneyland.
It's not. Yeah, Disneyland. Actually, no, you can book it 2 days in advance with Disneyland. I have the little chart thing here.
Okay. Why was I thinking that they were talking about it being commissionable today on the Disney Friendlies travel group?
I don't know. But on the one put out by Disney, it says, how do guests redeem Lightning? Oh, wait, no, not the entry. When are guests eligible to purchase? And Disneyland is 2 days and Disney World is 7 days before your check-in.
Okay, so, well, the commissionable portion would be the commission of a deluxe resort then.
Yeah.
So.
Yes,
maybe one day.
Yeah, maybe one day. Things may change. But, so yeah, is there anything else you want to add about this?
I
feel like for me, It is a lot. It is for a very specific niche client.
Yeah.
Maybe just a 1 day thing, not your whole trip.
Yeah. I feel like
But
this
yeah.
would be great for like something for you and I to do,
Yes.
or, like, or if you and Justin or me and Jay go
Yeah.
down or something like that, like something for the adults to utilize, even with the price tag. And I will say that I would probably utilize it in Hollywood Studios just
Oh,
because that's my
100%.
favorite park to ride rides in general.
But
But again,
Hollywood Studios, they have the longest wait times for rides. Like
right.
Tower, Slinky,
I think
Rise.
my biggest hangup is the one ride redemption, because for me the main adult rides are going to be Tower, Rockin', Rise, and Smuggler's Run. So you have 4 rides and you only get one per ride. You're looking at roughly $75 to skip the line per ride. Isn't that insane? Like, first of all, I can't believe I just did that math in my head. Because I mean, if you're like, if we're going to use the $300 price tag,
Yes.
you're looking at 75, 75, 75. Because I mean, I like Slinky Dog, but I
Yeah.
mean, I'll use it if I'm paying for it.
Yeah.
However, but those are my 4 main rides that I love to ride. And so if you're looking at the price tag and breaking it down against your favorite rides, you're looking at $75 per ride just to skip the line.
Yeah.
That's insane to me.
That is a lot.
Just to not have to follow a timeline. But for science, I feel like you would get the most bang for your buck in Magic Kingdom. We just got to
There's so
commit.
many rides.
We just got to commit to riding all the rides. So I think for science, we have to at least try it at Magic Kingdom next
We
time we go.
should try it. See if we can get all rides done.
I will ride Goofy's Barnstormer just to get the most bang for my buck.
I love Goofy's Barnstormer.
I know, and we have to do it before the ride closures, which I think
Yes.
is the other
Yes.
topic we wanted to talk about on the gossip. We have some closures that are coming to Walt Disney World. So the one I am probably the most sad about, because it is my favorite ride, if you haven't been able to tell by my bounds, if you follow us on social media, is Big Thunder Mountain. So starting January the 5th, 2025, Big Thunder Mountain is going to be closed at Walt Disney World Magic Kingdom, and it's going to be closed until 2026 for,
I think they said a year.
for refurb or like ride updates, refurbishments. They have closed Big Thunder before. I think it was, wasn't it? It was closed not too terribly long ago.
Never this long. This is like a really long close.
Okay. All right. Because I know it was closed for like some
They close a lot,
like last year, maybe.
Usually always close Splash Mountain. Well, now Tiana's. They usually always close that ride in January for like a refurb.
And I
because
think
it's the winter time.
Yeah, I think Big Thunder closed.
They do
refurb.
close the rides for closure, but this is a long one. This is a really long one.
Yeah,
so.
And Tiana's just open, so hopefully that's not going to have any refurbishments here anytime soon.
Yes.
Which we did ride that, but we will talk about that on our podcast.
Yes.
What is the other closure?
So the other closure is in the dino area. Not all of dino area is closing immediately.
Dinosaurs.
Yes. But the last day to ride the
Triceratops spin.
Yes. And then the games that are in the area. And
like
then
the little like carnival games, yeah.
Then it said Chester and Hester, and I'm like, is that the gift shop? I don't know. But it said something about Chester and Hester. So the last time for you to go do those.
Chester, I don't know who you are,
yeah,
but
goodbye Chester and Hester is January 12th. And then January 5th is the last day to ride Big Thunder Mountain. So those are kind of some of the 6th, big ones. I guess. Yes.
I will say, Dino Ride, Boneyard, and the Restaurantosaurus will all be staying open. They don't have a date for closure for that just yet, but it will be staying open. We rode Dino the last time we went, just to pay homage to it. But,
yes.
But it is not closing, thank goodness.
And it was just a walk-on still, so that was great. We just walked right on.
I still got to get to the chiropractor after that.
Oh, I love that ride.
I do too, but I for sure
swear
have some things out of place from
we were flying around.
We bounced so much. We're going to talk about this on the podcast.
Yes, next time. So that was fun. And then Disney announced a little bit about Disney Adventure. which is the cruise line that's opening up in Asia. Did you know that there's going to be a roller coaster on this one?
What?
There sure is.
No, because that announcement came through today, and I did not see that announcement. So tell me about it.
Well, I just watched a little clip right before we got on the phone. So there is going to be a roller coaster. It looks very similar to Carnival's Bolt coaster that they have on Mardi Gras. I think that's on the Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
And then it looks like they have like an actual ride that looks like, I think it is on the Mardi Gras.
I think it is Mardi Gras.
I think it is Mardi Gras.
Now I'm second guessing myself, but it's fine.
And then it looks like there's going to be an actual like ride that almost looks like a fair type ride. And then it looked like there was going to be like a little bumper car ride. It looked small, so it looked like something for kids. It looked pretty cool. And then they had many areas for kids. They definitely are gearing this towards kids. I mean, it is a Disney cruise.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's going to be some amazing adult-only areas. But one of the restaurants...
And it's just in Asia?
It's just in Asia. So Disney bought this boat that was already pretty much built. So they got it for a really good deal. It was the same company that built the Disney Wish. So they got a really good deal on it. I don't remember who was building it, but they were building it for the Asia market. And so Disney came in and bought it and put their Disney final touches on it.
Have they announced where it's
I think it's going to be out of Singapore.
Ooh.
Yes. But Asia is ramping up. I forgot. I listened to a podcast the other day, and they're building like so many ports in Asia. So they're really wanting to make Asia a big cruise area. So
that is super exciting. Singapore is like my bucket list.
Yes. See, and mine is Japan. I want to go to Japan so bad.
So does Lucy. Like Lucy's
dying.
Well, you know,
and McKenna
obsession,
too.
Yeah, I would say Lucy's obsession with anime. And like any
the
and
sangria, not sangria.
I hope my 11-year-old is not obsessed with sangria. I am not.
What is it called?
Sanrio.
Sanrio.
Sangria is an alcoholic beverage.
I know, but I'm like that was wrong. It's not that.
It's all right. We do not.
So we got to get them there.
Underage drinking.
No.
Just so you know, we frown upon 11-year-olds being obsessed with sangria.
Exactly. No. But I too would love to go to Japan. And both of our girls would love to go. So I think we need to make this a bucket list.
Yes.
I just have to say one of the restaurants that's on there is going to be so cute. Well, there's so much. We need to do a deeper dive on it and we'll talk about it. But one of the restaurants, though, it's off of Monsters, Inc. and it's a hibachi place.
They're doing Harryhausen?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know if it's going to be called that because there was all these comments saying, why don't they call it this? But it's a hibachi place.
So
themed with Mike and Sully.
Have you seen?
Yeah, because that's where they take him to. That's where she wants to go to dinner. Takes her to dinner.
He takes Schmoopsy Poo.
Yes,
or Cecilia or Celia.
Yes, I forget their names.
Her name's Cecilia or Celia.
Yes, yeah. That sounds correct.
It's Smoopsy Poo and Googly Bear. But
Googly Bear!
Yeah. Yes. Mike is Googly Bear and she is Schmoopsy Poo.
Bear.
He takes her to Harryhausen's for her birthday.
Yeah.
And so
I'm excited about that restaurant.
That
so we're gonna have to go.
Exciting.
I mean, we're going to have to go for research.
Science. For science, Natalie, for science.
But
we're doing it for the podcast,
yes.
okay? We're doing it for y'all.
Why don't you tell everyone? Yes. So tell everyone, what was the big announcement today? The big one.
Coming May 22nd and being able to be booked October 22nd. Drum roll, please.
I'm at my desk, so I can do that.
Epic universe. Epic freaking universe. The one thing that I have been waiting on. Oh my gosh. Okay, so
wait.
I mean, I am the biggest Potterhead out there. Like, I mean, I have tattoos paying like tribute to Harry Potter. Okay. So in fact, I might love Harry Potter more than I love Disney. Okay. And like, I know, but Harry Potter's been an obsession of mine since I was like a kid. So, I have been waiting for this for years. In fact, do you remember, I think it was my first travel agency trip. that
Uh-huh.
we were standing on top of the Aventura Hotel, and Derek, our guide, or our
Yes.
BDM, he was like, "Do you see that big plot of land over there?" Do you remember him telling us that
Yes.
Universal had purchased that plot of land? So we've known about this since 2021. Okay, is when 2021 was my
Yes,
first.
November. Yep.
Yes. So 2021 was my first travel agency trip, and
They'd
our
already started
Universal.
building it then.
No, they hadn't. They had cleared the land, but they hadn't like announced anything. They hadn't. He wasn't even really supposed to tell us. He was like, "I could lose my job for this," but he's like, "Just know that something big is coming, and it's got to do with Mario and Harry Potter and How to Train Your Dragon." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, a new theme park!" And so, yeah, I've known about it since 2021, and then they finally announced it. What,
I
in
swear
beginning
it
of
was announced before because I
no.
remember when COVID ended, it was like, oh, what is Universal going to do with all these still prices? And because they're building their new park and all
Well,
this stuff.
so they announced something was coming, and I think at the end of 2022, but 2021, they hadn't announced anything. They had just purchased that land, according to
I
Derek. According
don't
to Derek.
know.
Mm-mm. I know that they didn't. I know that they didn't because he literally was like, "I could lose my job for telling you guys this." He goes, "But
I think they had announced about Epic, but they haven't, and they didn't announce what was going to be in it. I think that's what he was talking
no,
about.
no,
Like,
because
we didn't know
I
about Super Nintendo, and we
because
didn't know about what was coming.
because we'd asked, okay, is it another park, is it more resorts, is it, because he was so limited to what he could tell us. And was it 2020 or 2021?
It was 2021 because I did not know you
20,
2020.
yeah, 2020 we didn't go on one because of COVID. So yeah,
Yes.
2021, I may still have the recording of him saying it. Anyway,
That's a different
it's
podcast.
I was gonna say it's a moot point. The point is moo.
Yes.
Okay, the point is moo. But yeah, so I have been waiting for this for so
Yes.
freaking long. So we've got the How to Train Your Dragon. We've got Super Mario World. We've got the horror, like the Darkland. We've
Yes.
got um the Harry Potter, which is going to be a split land between the Ministry of Magic and the 1920s Paris, like from Fantastic Beasts, which I'm so excited. And then you've got the two new resorts that are inside the freaking park.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
I know. It's going to be awesome. But
So
that's for a whole nother
excited.
podcast.
It
It's for a
is.
whole nother podcast.
It
So
is.
we
But
can
that was
start
the big
booking.
announcement.
That was the big one. So we can start booking October 22nd for your Epic trip. So we'll need to do a whole podcast on that because there are some like rules and stipulations with how many times you can go to Epic on your trip.
Oh, is there?
So,
I didn't know about that.
oh, there is. Yeah.
It
So
makes me wonder. Makes me wonder if they're going to announce season pass updates because Natalie and I were going to get our season passes to Universal.
yeah, and that I wonder what the restrictions are going to be for annual pass holders and how that's going to work. Like, how many times are you allowed to go? You have to make reservations. Like, I'm sure there's going to be some because there's stipulations
Let's see how
on
much
tickets.
let's see how much. Uh, let's see if Universal takes a page out of Disney's playbook. Because
Well, the new
usually Universal
hotel.
doesn't have a ton of restrictions.
Well, the new hotel. I forget what it's called. It starts with the H. It's left my head. It's one of their high up resorts that's connected to Epic. Um, you
Well, they
don't
just
get
have
the
the two.
unlimited.
They're prime value, aren't they?
Yes, but there's a
The spacey themed ones.
the
The
Nova
Nova
and
and
the other one. I'd have to look it up. But the other hotel, there's a hotel that's connected to Epic, and that's the one that starts with the H. It's like Hollis. I'd have to look it up. But you don't get the unlimited express pass if you stay there to
okay.
the other parks.
So will it be in that superior category?
It is. Yes, it is in the
Okay.
superior category. So yes.
So stay tuned for more gossip.
Yes, we got lots more gossip to talk about. But
we for sure do. Thanks for joining us, though, you guys.
Yeah.
If you or your loved one
I was going to say
would like to book a Walt Disney World vacation or a Universal vacation, or really any other vacation for that matter, make sure you contact us at sales@gallivantgalstravel.com.
And remember to like, follow, subscribe, and hit that notification button so you can always know what's going on. See
Make
you
sure to
later.
share too.
Oh,
Share
yeah,
too, because
share.
everybody wants to know what the hot gossip 411 is. So
I'm adding that now to my ending plot.
exactly. Like, subscribe, and share.
And follow and notification.
Yes, all the things. Do all
All the things.
like all the things. So until next time, you guys, we love you. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.